Okay, let's go.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Hold on just a second here.
Murder of a child. The terrifying crime leaving.
All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what the heck happened. Welcome back to my channel. Here we go, another one. I mean, every day I could sit through my phone. I pick up my phone and I have news on there, or get on the internet and bam, there it is. Another Chomo, another pedophile. This guy has a lengthy prison history, criminal history. I think it was a total of 18 years of different crimes. And he was out on parole when he committed this crime. It's sickening, man. It really makes me want to puke. But there's not a whole lot there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Not anymore, but I can make the community aware of what's going on. And that's what I'm trying to do. Make the community aware of what people don't realize. Like these judges, I'm going to tell you, if you go back to my previous videos and the two that I did with Chomo pedophiles, and it has a picture of the dude from Subway, Jared Fogle, I think his name was, and then the director or whatever of Jeepers Creepers. If you go watch those videos, those are my own personal experiences that I dealt with when I was a felony probation officer with Chomos, and how they weren't being supervised and the things they do, and then what the judge did and the chief of probation did. And it's just like, they are so lenient, baby them, these sex offenders. I just don't get it. It's very frustrating. And one of the main reasons why I resigned from that position while I looked for another job in my law enforcement career, and stepped up and got out of there and then resigned because of this. I've seen it too many times. And they change the name around all the time, like, probation or community control. They try to babyfy everything. Okay, well, you're under community control. What does that mean? The community controls you? No. Your PO controls what you do and what you don't do. But they're not doing their jobs either. If you go watch those videos, you'll see in there what this judge did. It's in the end of the part, or the first one. Like I said, is Chomo pedophiles. Go look at my past videos. And then the second one, I think I keep going on, or go back to that story and tell it. It's crazy as shit. I just seen so much corruption, and babying makes me sick. The babying they do to these sex offenders, who should be taken where? To the firing range. Take them to the firing range. That's where they need to go. We don't need to play around. No taxpayer dollars need to be housing them and babying them. It's sick. And then I just did a video. I don't know if you guys saw it, but go look at it. I just did it like a week ago. A sheriff's deputy, I think he had 21 years on the force. I can't remember. In the county I worked in, for 58 counts, and it had to do with a minor under 13. And you guess what he got? Well, he hasn't been sentenced yet, but guess what he got for when he went for an arraignment? He's on administrative leave, so he's getting paid while he's sitting at home. He got an OR bond. Own recognizances. Didn't have to pay a dime. And they put an ankle bracelet on him. The ankle monitor. So what does that do? Does that keep him from anybody safe? No. I mean, does it keep track of him? Yeah, but, he has to stay at his house, but Doesn't mean people can't come in his house. You know what I mean? And depending on who's monitoring him on that ankle monitor, see, he might be allowed to go to the grocery store if he calls in or whatever. It's he should be sitting behind bars until that case is done and he goes to prison. That's it, period. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get this other. I got to make myself small here. And we're going to get on with this other case here. Let me make myself smaller. Hey, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. I'm messing with you. Hit like and subscribe. If you hit subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell on all, so you'll be notified of all the new content that I be pushing out. I appreciate it. All right, let's try it out and see what happens.
A Chowchilla man is in jail on a number of charges, including rape and attempted murder of a child. The terrifying crime leaving the small city on edge. And thanks for joining us tonight for Action News Live at 5. Good evening, I'm Warren Armstrong.
And I'm Graciela Moreno. Police say the young victim had to have surgery at Valley Children's Hospital because of the appalling attack. 40-year-old parolee Arthur Dean Knapp.
Parole. Did you catch that, guys? Parolee. He's out on parole. Where's this parole officer not paying no attention? Ain't watching him. That's what I'm saying. People need to be held accountable for their actions, not just the criminals or the person that's being charged, but if they're on any type of paper, the parole officer, probation officer, the chief, whoever in charge of them, they all need to be held accountable for things like this happening. Because again, watch that video and you'll see what I'm talking about. Those 2 videos I did with Chomo profiles with the subway dude. It's not about them. It's about my own experience I had. All right, let's go. So I'm going to get sick.
Was taken into custody this past Thursday near Meyer Drive and Kites Way in Chowchilla. Action News reporter Tiffany Olin joins us live from the Madera County Jail with a look at the man's violent past and why police have held off on releasing information on this case. Tiffany.
Well, this horrific crime has caused a serious stir in the Chowchilla community. Many people taking to social media to try to find answers. But police say they were trying not to release that information out of respect for the victim. But the chief tells me that having the suspect off the streets makes the community safer. This is the man police say raped and tried to kill a child in Chowchilla.
To do something like this, he's absolutely a monster. There's no doubt in my mind. When you take...
All right. They're talking about how this chief saying of police is saying how him taking him off the streets, is going to keep everybody safe. Is it? Let's see what else they have to say, because I have already watched this. So I already know.
The innocence of a young minor like that, you're a monster.
Chief Jeffrey Palmer says the crime happened last Thursday. That same day, an ABC 30 insider captured this video as Chowchilla police and the Madera County Sheriff's Office served a search warrant near Meyer Drive and Kites Way. That's where they arrested Arthur Dean Knapp.
He is a dangerous person, and quite honestly, after this, he's somebody that should never be out on the streets.
The 40-year-old suspect has been in custody many times in the past. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison in 2019 on domestic violence-related charges. Then in
Okay, so he was sentenced to 6 years in 2019. So 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. So he shouldn't be out till 2025. But this is California. He was out before that, and it gets better.
2021, he was once again sentenced to 6 years in prison on charges including assault. Knapp was on parole at the time of his arrest.
Okay, see that? 6 more years in 2021. So he got out early on his first one, way early. He was on parole. 2021, he picks up a new charge, gets 6 more years, and then he's back out on parole already again. This is what I'm talking about. No accountability at all. Like, he should have never been out, period. But they need to be held accountable. The higher ups, they need to be accountable. The judges, whoever's involved in this, it's sickening.
Over the last 10 or so years, the laws have grown increasingly more lenient, and it's
Amen to that. In the last 10 years, but I say it's been the last 20 years that they've been more lenient here anyway, where I worked at anyway. It was back in 97, I want to say, or 98 when they changed the laws. But it's not even just the laws they changed. It's, like I said, the higher ups, the officials that are letting this happen. And at least she has the guts to be on the news. She's the DA, and say about the laws being too lenient. You know what I mean? Maybe eventually, hopefully, these people, these politicians and shit, these elected officials that people say elect you to be in that position are going to actually do your damn job and not let stuff like this happen to kids, dude. It's sick. They're children. I got 5 kids. It's sickening. I'm going to tell you, I'm not even going to say what I would do. All right, let's finish this up.
more and more challenging to keep people off the street.
Madera County District Attorney Sally Moreno says her office is still going through evidence with the police department and has not yet filed charges. But Knapp is on a 10-day hold by another agency.
Now, see what I'm talking about? Going over evidence, they don't have enough, but look at all the charges. But he's on a 10-day holder, so they're expecting to hurry up and do this in a 10-day holder. No, if I would have been his PO, I would have put a holder on him, and it wouldn't have been for 10 days. It would have been indefinite while I was filing revocation charges on him. And that's where he would be sitting at. He wouldn't get out. But he's been on parole twice after he got 6 years, and he only did, 19? He did 2 years on a 6-year sentence, and then he did, two more years. He violated his parole, picked up another charge when he was on parole. He got another 6-year sentence and did 2 years and got put back on. I don't know. I don't get it. This is what I'm trying to get out with my videos, is how corrupt and in the whole system.
Which gives prosecutors more time.
Well, we're doing everything we can, and if and when we're confident that the right person has been arrested, we will charge that person and prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law.
The police are now asking the community to give the victim and their family space during this incredibly difficult time.
We're now having to talk about a young victim who's going to have to put their life together, and they don't need everybody asking on social media who this victim is, and quite honestly violating their rights of privacy.
Now, the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation did get back to me on our inquiry on Knapp. They detailed his nearly 18 years in and out of state prison, and even giving us some reasons on his release. We have that information on our website, abc30.com.
18 years history. But it says that they have information about his release. But when I read the information, it really was just the runaround. There was no, they didn't give no definite reason of why he was out on parole so early, and that he violated his parole and got picked up on another charge, but yet he only did 2 years on a 6-year charge. I think at both times it was 6 years, but he's got a total of 18 years, but he hardly does any time. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I think that's all.
Live in Madera, Tiffany Olin, ABC 30 Action News.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Let me get myself back big again so I can talk to you guys. So, yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, it's the same every time. Like, I already know what's going to happen to him, but you see that he had the charges on him. You see that he was arrested for it. But then they were saying, oh, well, when we find the right person, then we're going to, whatever. What? Give him parole again? But they're basically trying to say, in a sense, like it was him, but then in another sense, it's not him. But you saw the charges. The charges were right there. So he was booked on them charges. So now they're going to investigate? That doesn't make any sense. They already investigated. Well, they should have already investigated, obviously. They had a search warrant, and then they went and arrested him and charged him with all that. Oh, man. I feel for the victims. You know what I mean? These children that for the rest of their lives are going to be ruined because of people like this. And not only do they all make me sick, but the ones that make me sick the most are the ones that wear the badge. And they're around kids all the time. I mean, I'm not saying one's better than the other. They're all pieces of shit in my book. 100%. They all need to be taken out to the firing range. But what I'm saying is, the ones like I did the stories on, the last two deputies, or one deputy and police officer out of Tennessee, and then the one out of Columbus, Ohio, was, in a position like that. And then to do something like that when you're around kids, you're around kids all the time. And if you worked on the force for 21 years, how many times did this happen? This is the first time they're finding out about it. All right, guys. That's it for me today on this video. I'm going to be dropping some more videos. I got some more. I got to find them. I made the videos. I edited them. Did all the stuff. It takes a lot of work, but yeah, I'm going to drop some more videos. Yeah, tell me what you guys think. I mean, I keep doing these videos on sex offenders and how the leniency and these judges and prosecutors, because like they said, the laws have changed. Their hands are tied basically, so they can't do anything about it. The bullshit. You can too. When it comes to kids, and man, people need a grow pair. Like I said, I worked for judges. I've been in front of judges and I've watched, not all of them, they're not all that way. I've watched these ones just let people get away with everything. And it's like, man, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed me presenting the video, not the video itself of that piece. Well, at least he's behind bars right now on a 10-day hold or bullshit. They can hold him as long as they want. Anyways, everybody have a great day. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be dropping some more videos today, or probably one tonight, one tomorrow. Hopefully, I want to go live. I went on a live the other day. I ended up deleting I went live for like 35 minutes and nobody ever showed up. So I did a video the day before that, like saying, yeah, because I was just chilling out in my yard under the shade tree. It's a nice day. So I was going to do a live. Somebody commented, well, yeah, you can do a live. So the next day, yesterday, I got on there and I did a live. I had nobody. Nobody showed up. I'll try it again. We'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Look out for my next video. Be coming at you soon. And everybody be safe. Peace.